Cleon has ordered that no one leave Athens. And he wants Aspasia brought to him.
I'm not going.
Leave. Don't let them go.
Someone can be here!
Help me put it down! Put it down! Malaka! Someone help! It's all clear now. Let's go.
We're going to stay, Alexios.
What? Why?
My work is here. I can't leave the Athenians in the state they're in.
You don't need us to protect Aspasia. Leave Athens to us.
The city has been taken. This isn't the Athens you used to know.
That is why I must stay. We must begin again.
You're sure?
I have lived as an Athenian, and I will die as an Athenian.
Then do something for me. Both of you.
Of course.
Retrieve Phoebe's body. Give her a proper burial.
Everything she deserves, and more.
Thank you.
Time to go, Alexios.
I expect to see you both again. Alive.
The farther we get from Athens, the quieter it grows. As though it's peaceful. But I know better.
I'm sorry, Aspasia. About Pericles and Athens.
You have no need to apologize. For anything.
I did everything I could to keep people safe.
No one thinks otherwise, Alexios. The cult of Cosmos simply had a plan we didn't see soon enough. And they struck when the time was right.
About Phoebe.
No, allow me. Phoebe was my responsibility. I should have kept her closer to me. It was a mistake.
No. I wanted to apologize. It wasn't your fault. I'm sorry.
Yet another murder to the cult's credit.
I'll make each of them beg for mercy before I kill them.
That time will come. For now, let us look to the future. Do you have a heading?
I was hoping you would help me with that.
Yes, of course. This woman.
Finicas. Her ship was called Siren Song.
Finicas. Yes, I know the name. Last anyone heard, her ship was docked on the island of Naxos.
Then we go to Naxos, to see Finicas. More speed! Ship your oars!
Be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Argon.
But Archon, please,
Yes,
the
yes.
merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over.
Alexios. How?
When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you.
Cassandra is still alive.
I have her, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods.
I found you.
Your sister. We have to get her back.
She's too far gone.
I gave up on you both once. Never again.
What have you...
How did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him.
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time. What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
Paros, across the bay. It seems Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
Allies often forget their allegiances when opportunity beckons.
Why are you working with Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Yeah! Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
Hey!
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
I've never forgotten what you both taught me. I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your sister and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Cassandra was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But she did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized she was special and handed her over to the cult.
We'll save her from the cult matter. We'll get her back.
The cult is insidious. Once they have their claws in, they don't let go. I fear she is beyond saving.
I found you, didn't I? I know we can save her. Together. I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lamb.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
The cult will pay for all they've done to our family and the Greek world.
You are mighty, Lamb, but you cannot defeat that beast with sword and spear alone.
I'll use any weapon I can to make them suffer as we have. I know you left Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you. Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
The island is beautiful.
It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby, she never said we would live a nightmare. She said you had such promise.
The Pythia can't predict everything. Your general acted quickly, ringing the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat. They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right.
Come on.
The temple's coming along, Evandros.
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. but I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
What a strange day it has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable man, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
I think they felt it was about time our family found each other again.
If we want to be truly united, we have to find Cassandra and rescue her from the cult's grasp.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together.
Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods. I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Blood or change? Phoenix must choose.
This artist's work is everywhere. Their dislike is as clear as water.
Answer with a weapon. Then there will be no backtalk.
You have to think before you act. This is politics. However tempting it is to act on instinct.
This rebel obviously wants attention. Someone should give it to them.
I had a similar thought. And I think that someone could be you.
Tell me where they are, and I'll put an end to this.
See the pigment of the paint. It's a rare color, and I only know one artist who chooses to use it. Last I heard, he lives in a cave at the Rutsuna waterfall.
I'll stop them.
We cannot answer their threats with violence of our own. That will add more fuel to the fire.
If that's what you want.
It is what she wants. Phoenix wants to fight for the people, not against them. Just stop them making any more art.
If you consider this art. This came from whatever wrote this message. I'll take it to the art merchant. This color looks strange. I should ask the art merchant where the artist could have got it. I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found these rock fragments near the graffiti. Do you recognize them?
That, my friend, is emery. Used for various artistic endeavors. Won't give the pottery as good of a shine in that state, though.
Emery? The rock? Huh. Is it found on Naxos?
It's mined from the Rotsuna waterfall.
This pigment is only used in the graffiti. Has anyone been buying this from you?
I do remember a man asking about this color now that you mention it.
Just him?
Yes, from what I remember. I didn't have any when he asked. He seemed impatient and asked if anyone else sold it.
Thank you. Neroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Bufano, e questi canini.
There's some hair stuck in the paint. Maybe from the brush the artist used. I better ask Agilos. I have some things to ask you.
Go on.
I found this hair.
Many artists here on...
What animal is this?
It's too long to be a deer. I've heard that some thrill seekers like to get hairs from the bears that live on the island. They're mad if you ask me, but artists are an unusual sort.
Thank you. Neroso. There's that artist. Found you. There you are. I've been looking for you.
Who's I?
Finica sent me.
You're here to kill me.
That's up to you.
Please, Mistios.
Tell me why.
I was commissioned, Mistios.
You made a mistake. A big one. As long as you own up to it.
I do, Mistios. Here.
We're finished.
You won't... Just stay back and you won't get hurt.
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
Time to die!
There's Aeneas. He's in bad shape.
That noise is annoying.
Huh?
I owe my life.
You're a hard man to kill.
I know she wouldn't abandon me. Quick, let's get out of here.
Please, can someone get me out?
Thank you, Mistios. I hope Phoenix pays you well for this.
Remind her for me.
Something's wrong with Paros. More than usual. Strange things are afoot.
What did you see?
There were others. Not the Paros type. One had a mask. Never seen that before.
A mask?
I couldn't tell who he was. Time to get off this godforsaken island. I know my way back.
You should tell Phoenix what you saw.
I'll report to her at once.
You're in the way! Move!
Did you not hear what I said? These are their most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here.
Aspasia, what brings you here?
Alexios! Read the room, my dear.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that. My people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know.
I'll get her out of here safely.
Of course. I'd be happy.
It doesn't matter where I got the information.
Oh, you should know by now that I'm not one to follow orders.
I should be careful. High security here.
cave entrance. They're in there. I should try to stay out of sight.
Aha! You're mine!
Stamped with the seal of Paros. The letter is some kind of code.
They say Zeus grew up in these caves. The cult soldiers were paid with drachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course.
There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
Sparta has changed since we were there. Corruption spreads everywhere. As Aspasia says, even to Sparta. They want to instill discipline across the Greek world while they rot from within. They're focused on the wrong enemy.
I am still Spartan. And so are you.
Are you really?
I have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back.
We will destroy your statues. We will burn down your temples if that's what it takes to rid the world of rodents like you.
You may speak.
Ships from Paros have blockaded the harbor.
God curse Silanos and his damned cult! Do they never tire of meddling? Ugh! Tell them I'm on my way.
Blockade?
I've refused to pay tribute to Athens, and Paros is taking advantage of the situation. There goes our hope of striking first.
I can bring my ship around and clear the harbor.
Just you against an entire blockade?
You're right. It's terrible odds. For Paros.
Be safe, and come back to me, lamb.
Ready for departure!
And what happened on Naxos? Did you find your mother?
I found her, Barnabas.
Wonderful!
Feel that wind!
Mother, you think we can handle all of them?
Let's move it!
need to let the rowers catch their breath!
Ready yourselves! Let's board the dogs!
Ready to die! Head for open water! Ready the oars! Let's go! Ready sails for docking!
The harbor is clear. We need to move out before they send reinforcements.
We're almost ready. Timo?
The ships are loading now. They'll be ready on your command.
Alexios, a word.
Whatever you need.
The cult must be stopped. When we return to Laconia, it will be dangerous.
I'm used to it. We both are.
Here I know who I can and cannot trust. I would have said that about Sparta too, but this news about the king...
Did Aspasia find out which of the kings is working with the cult?
For all we know, it's both. We must cleanse Sparta of its corruption, no matter the cost.
At least now we can face them together.
Yes. For all that those bastards tried to take from us. And your sister. We will find her. Come see me when you're ready. Are you ready to sail?
I'm ready.
Then I leave this to you.
With your shield. Or on it.
And now we strike a blow to the cult.
Get in position to sail! Oars in! Full sail!
position! Under positions!
We are at a disadvantage here!
Full speed! Loose them! Maximum speed! Now!
Commander, we need to brace or get out of the way!
Onward! Come on!
We need to watch those fire attacks!
Who's ready? Speed up!
We need to move before they hit us!
Come on! We board the bastards! Let's go! Drop the sail! Oars down! Keep up the speed! Faster! Triple speed!
They're trying to rob us!
Speed up! Hit them! Archer! Ready!
Safe again! The Adrestia needs to sail once more!
More speed! Here we go! Onward! Ready yourselves for boarding! On my lead!
should pick up that salvage!
Speed! We're at full speed! Slow the ship! We'll stop here.
Naxos seems secure.
We have done great things together for its people.
But now, we must look beyond these shores and destroy the cult.
They are everywhere and nowhere. Their followers are without number. Where do we start?
We cut the heads off...
Sparta.
Sparta?
I still have influence there, and allies.
It will be dangerous.
Don't you think it's time we...
Together.
I have only a few more...
As soon as you're ready.
I think there's something...
What?
You need to find...
Who is he?
He's a difficult man to describe.
So you won?
There are details only he... You'll find what you need. I'll see you in La... May Poseidon keep...
Safe journeys, Thera. What's this? There's the camp. Nothing but a tablet. I wonder what it says. So, the light beams are the key.
It's aligned.
This looks to be in the right position. Won't budge. Something's in the way. Something's blocking this. I think I've got it.
There. That should work. Now to try the door. Finally. Now to find what lies within. Why would my father be here? It's hot in here. I should watch my step. Away, child of Hephaestus! What is this place? Time to take a dive. This place is huge. Hello? Icarus! Traitor.
Greetings, Alexios. Welcome to Atlantis.
Atlantis? Impossible. I thought it was just a myth.
There are many secrets in this world that are hidden behind myth and legend.
And who are you?
My name is Pythagoras. I'm your father.
Pythagoras? That doesn't make any sense. He died decades ago.
Yes, almost a century if memory serves. And yet, here I am, standing before you.
And Icarus is?
My oldest and dearest friend. I sent him to watch over you. And now, here you are.
I've traveled a long way to meet my real father.
You were not sent here for a family reunion. There are bigger things at stake.
Why was I sent here? What's my role in all of this? I want answers.
There is knowledge in this place. Powerful knowledge. In the wrong hands, its secrets could bring about the downfall of humanity. We cannot allow others to discover this place. We must find a way to seal it from the world forever.
I don't understand any of this. I'm a warrior, not a scholar.
We all have a purpose, Alexios. Yours was to help me protect the secrets of Atlantis.
You're right. We must save the Greek world from itself.
Above all things, trust yourself. You're capable of greatness
I'll do my best.
The answers I seek are behind these mechanisms. They are sealed, and the artifacts to open them are missing.
So I need to find the artifacts and return them to Atlantis?
I've collected information that hints at where these artifacts may be located. However, they are incredibly powerful. They corrupt the minds of lesser people and possess a will to defend themselves.
I'll bring them back. But I still have questions for you.
And I have answers. For now, though, take this. It's part of a key to access an artifact that is hidden in Viotia. I have an ally trying to find the second half as we speak.
Theodore! We found Atlantis!
Atlantis? Let me check your vitals. You're delirious.
We've been searching for an Isu artifact with reality-bending powers, and this bothers you?
Pythagoras was born around 570 BCE. That would make the man in that cave nearly 150 years old. What could possibly be keeping him alive?
The staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
Mrs. San, you were right. I'll help you pack up the gear.
Thanks. Let's roll out. I've reached the coordinates. The series of caves we detected should be right under me. My equipment's ready. Preparing to dive.
Layla, you have no idea what's down there. There could be sharks.
I prefer that to Templars.
We'll keep an eye out for Abstergo. Good luck, Layla.
Thanks. I'm heading down now. There has to be a way in. I'll find it. There! That must be the way in. Are you all still reading me? It's awfully quiet on comms.
We hear you, Layla.
Thanks. It's just so silent down here.
You're not alone, Layla. We're monitoring your progress. You're doing fine.
Yeah, we're here if you need us.
Said there's nothing sitting at the desk.
Well, I don't have to be on a boat to be useful. I have loads of information on ancient Greece. Did you know that at Zakros, the Minoans built a graveyard so huge it was known as the Ravine of the Dead?
Can we please not talk about death?
Elena, promise me that if I die down here, you'll rename this place the Caves of the Dead.
I'm on it.
People!
I'm gonna miss the London loft. I really like the view.
Miss it? Why can't you go back?
Didn't you read Kyoshi's report? Abstergo's already swept through it. It's compromised.
No, I've been busy researching Theta. Kyoshi, are you alright?
Of course. After clearing out the last of our gear, I observed the infiltration from a distance.
Did they pick up the present I left?
Yes, they found the USB key you dropped under the desk. Nice tactic.
No one at Abstergo will be stupid enough to stick that in a computer.
They don't have to. It's a shell holding one of my special RFID transmitters. Get it anywhere near a workstation, like, say, in the head of security's office, and boom.
Impressive.
All in a day's hack. Wow! It's more elaborate than I could have imagined. How did they build all this? What I want to pay for an Isu toolbox. This is different from Egypt. Some aesthetic elements in common, but... I should get out of this diving suit before I start exploring. It's real. I made it.
Layla to Altair 2? I'm in. Do you have visuals?
Yes! By the gods, Layla, it's Atlantis!
How are you feeling? Any nausea from the pressure change?
No, I'm fine. These rooms are... amazing.
Think, Layla, think. There must be a way. Something has to power up this place. I'm re-entering the Animus. I need Alexius to show me how he got farther inside.
These pieces fit together perfectly. This must be the key.
that? It can't be.
Another challenger. I hope you're more resilient than the last one.
By the gods! This statue came alive!
I am no statue, child. If you cannot comprehend what stands before you, how are you to entertain me?
I came here for another reason.
Oh, then tell me, little one, why are you here?
You protect an object of great power. I've been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is taller than trees.
A city.
Huh. You're sharp for a human. Some try to hide, some try to cheat. But time will show we always will meet. Try as you might to guess my name. I promise you'll know when I do claim.
Death.
Well done, mortal. What is always old and sometimes new. Never sad, sometimes blue. Never empty, but sometimes full. Never pushes, always pulls.
The moon.
An interesting choice. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices. Like those who came before, you have failed.
Is that? It can't be.
Another challenger.
By the gods!
I am no...
I came here...
Oh.
You protect
One must risk everything in the pursuit. I create my lair with earthen string and dispatch my prey with a biting sting.
A spider.
Good thinking, little one. What is always old and sometimes new. Never sad, sometimes blue. Never empty, but sometimes full. Never pushes, always pulls.
The moon.
An interesting choice. In spring I am gay in handsome array. In summer more clothing I wear. When colder it grows, I fling off my clothes, and in winter quite naked appear.
You're a tree.
Impressive, little one. Most impressive. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices. Huh. Like those who came before, you have faith.
I'll be on high alert here.
Έξελτε τάχιστα.
Watch it!
Μην αφήσεις με θνίσκεται.
Is that? It can't be.
Another challenge.
I came here for... You protect an object of great power. I've been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. Some try to hide, some try to cheat. But time will show we always will meet. Try as you might to guess my name. I promise you'll know when you I do claim.
Death.
Well done, mortal. As small as your thumb, I am light in the air. You may hear me before you see me, but trust that I'm there.
A hummingbird.
How clever you are. What is always old and sometimes new. Never sad, sometimes blue. Never empty, but sometimes full. Never pushes, always pulls.
The tide.
How fascinating you are. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and... Like those who came before, you have failed. Another challenge.
By the gods! I came here... You protected...
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is taller than trees.
A mountain.
How fascinating. As small as your thumb, I am light in the air. You may hear me before you see me, but trust that I'm there.
A hummingbird.
How clever you are. At night they come without being fetched, and by day they are lost without being stolen.
The stars.
You're a wise one. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and...
Silence is preferable to empty words. Was it difficult to find this artifact?
I just had to keep my eye on it.
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches. Call me Aletheia. I am truth in its revelation, and I am calling you out. You, Isu, who try to rewrite the laws of the universe. You who manipulate human progress. What do you hope to achieve? sinful apes. How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much? Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy. A legacy of culture and art. We could share in this if you just treat them as equals. In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourself saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place? I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore. I am as issue as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Aletheia won control of this place.
Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing it.
Nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We issue see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once. My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, Eagle Bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Aletheia says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Hurry. This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please, listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb. Please, Scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No. No, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though, one with reason behind it, I believe.
Hard to obtain the artifact.
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction! When I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invitation was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
We can't stay here. We don't have the time.
There is so much to learn. With this knowledge, we can turn the tide of fate.
That is not our destiny. You said so yourself. You're losing sight of what's important.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. Ugh, we are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself.
This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make.
I understand. Alexios, choose wisely.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
Everything in order? Then... open sesame! So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this.
Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it. The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing. Time to troubleshoot.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important.
I got it! Where is it?
What?
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. A good friend told me that once.
Possible. Alexios.
Yes. I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icaros is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you, and put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh, no. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I've traveled from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Alexios again.
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Van Nevers. Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, but a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Sounds like Hui to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
I'll tell you someday. It's too complicated for small talk.
It's not me, is it? I've proven I'm very competent.
I'm exhausted, Varnavas.
And ignore him. When you're ready, I'm all ears. I need every last detail.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
We've learned a lot, haven't we, you know-it-all?
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
For all we know, anything's possible.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps he too is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
Ready for sail!
Mother! Back!
Faster! Forward! Running speed! Slower!
Attention! Commander leading the helm!
Keeper, you came. Keeper, you have come far to meet me here.
Keeper? My name is Alexios.
Names change, but this task is eternal. You are the Keeper, he who keeps the Great Seal closed and the staff of Hermes Trismegistus safe.
Your voice. I heard it in Atlantis.
You remember. My name is Alethea. With the staff in your hands, we are now entwined.
Entwined? How?
I can now present myself to you in a form that you recognize. You must deliver me to the heir of memories. Even now, she watches us. When I speak to you, I speak through you to her.
None of this makes any sense, Alethea.
It will. In Atlantis, the Great Seal hid itself from Pythagoras. It wants to be opened, but not by him. Your task is to prepare the heir of memories to open it. Pledge yourself.
Fine. I pledge to keep the staff until the heir of memories, whoever that is ready to take it.
All right. What did your diagnostics show you?
Alana's getting the results now.
It will take us time to analyze. For now...
Kyoshi, you cut out. You there?
Another bug. I would say, for now, try to relax.
Heir of memories. The Great Seal awaits you.
Victoria, did you hear that?
Nothing on our end. What did you hear?
Before there's radio static, like we were being jammed. But just now, I heard a voice. The same one Alexios heard in Atlantis.
Might be the bleeding effect. Like Kyoshi said, try to relax while Alana works on the results of the diagnostic.
Go to the Seal, heir. The Keeper delivered me to you. His pledge has been satisfied, and now I am entwined with you. Heir of memories, this is the Great Seal to Atlantis. It has waited long to meet you.
Victoria, Alethea's voice is coming through the staff. Victoria?
The interloper can't hear you now.
You're scrambling my comms? Focus, Layla. You're not going crazy. I think that memory... If it wasn't an Animus malfunction, Alexios was the Keeper holding the staff for... me? And somehow the staff has been equipped for auto-transmission and it's connected to this seal. These symbols... It almost looks like a locking mechanism.
Name these symbols in order, and at long last, the seal will open to the air of memories.
Okay, talking stick. But which symbols? And in what order? There must be some way to know.
The Keeper kept this riddle and more in his mind.
Altair 2. I'm going back in the Animus. If the signal gets through and you can monitor my vitals, great. If not... well, you've earned one free I told you so.
Keeper, our task is to guide the air of memories to the symbols. A man called Theras knows of their whereabouts.
Theras? The guy who helped get Phidias out of Athens? Is that why you've brought me back to this place?
Here, the role of the Keeper bound itself to you, though you didn't know it yet. Now, to uncover the truth, we must go to Theras.
I'm going to find Theras. I guess you're coming with me?
Our tasks are the same.
Layla, Alana, is that you? Two things. Interrupting our comms.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's the staff.
Nothing sounds crazy to me anymore. Still, I'd like to verify. In other news, your Animus is definitely bugging out. Victoria's yelling at her monitors in French, and frankly, I'm not sure what
check
you're
in on
doing
her
is
later.
safe.
You call that yelling? Layla, the Altair 2 is moving into position. We're gonna ask that you come up for air while we take a look at it.
I can't do that, Vic. Alexios is looking for
I don't know any more than Phidias did. Please, stop.
I want to stop, but I can't. Not until you tell us where you found these symbols in Phidias' workshop. Go check it out.
What? Layla, Thetis was a friend to Phidias. I'll let you know more as soon as I get answers. Layla out.
Eagle Bearer, I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
Are you all right?
It's nothing compared to what they did to poor Phidias. Did you hear?
What do you know about Phidias?
Only rumors now. A woman in gold came into his workshop, tortured him, broke his hands. His body was too destroyed for a proper burial. All because of these symbols.
Symbols?
I was exploring the tombs of Agamemnon, Eteocles, and Orion. I'm a traveler like you. I found the symbols and etched them onto parchment to give to Phidias as a gift.
You need to find somewhere safe, Theras. You can sail with us on the Adrestia.
I would be forever in your debt. Take this map. It's rough, but it's the best I could do. Here, Eagle Bearer, and thank you.
Alethea?
You've discovered Agamemnon's tomb, a place where the heir of memories will find the symbol she seeks.
So? What now?
Now is relative. With this information, will the heir open her eyes and unlock the symbol?
She will now. So, do I just, wait here or something?
Our task is already complete. What comes next, she must do on her own.
This was easy enough.
Altair 2, I have our next location.
Well done. Where to?
Agamemnon's tomb in Argolis. Layla to the Altair 2. It wasn't easy, but I'm in.
I still don't understand. An AI, or some other kind of consciousness, is in the staff, which is used to open the Great Seal to Atlantis?
Partly right. The symbols in these tombs are somehow tied to the symbols on the seal.
How?
I'll let you know, once I find one.
Guess I'm taking your word for it. Be careful in there.
What a find!
What is it?
And spoil the surprise? All I'll say is, prepare to be amazed when I get back. This body must be thousands of years old. There's plates on the floor. Just be careful.
The first symbol is near.
Dead end. The symbol!
The first of three. You've done well, heir.
It almost looks like a constellation.
Layla, all of our readings are being jammed.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. But there's still 2 more to uncover. I'm going back into the Animus.
There have been too many bugs, Layla. We need to stop and figure out what's happening.
We'll stop once I've opened the seal. Layla out.
Found it. Keeper, the air.
I suppose she will. Now?
Every step brings you down a very long road to the air. What you cannot show her, Deimos will.
Deimos? How?
The air will know when the time comes.
Altair 2? Alexios has found the next location.
Great work. Where to?
The tomb of Eteocles. I think I found a way in. Altair 2? Found my way in. I think I'm getting good at this.
There might be a second career in this, if assassin isn't your thing.
I still think this is a bad idea, Layla. We don't know the source of the radio interference, and there are temporal discrepancies in the Animus memories.
Noted, Doctor. Layla out. Here lies the King of Thebes. I still can't believe I'm seeing it with my own eyes. So well preserved. It looks like the organic matter, the paint, the wood, none of it has aged a day.
The chemical composition of the air might act as a natural form of preservation.
There are tombs all over the world where corpses still have hair and nails intact, even millennia after burial.
Let's talk about corpses after I'm out of here. Incredible. These statues are in perfect condition.
The second symbol is close. You have done well to get this far, despite the interloper.
The interloper? Do you mean Vic? Or someone else? The second symbol! Another part of a constellation. Maybe they fit together. Altair 2, can you read me?
The interloper can hear us.
The interloper? Who?
Layla, we hear you, but you're breaking up. Did you say you found the second symbol?
I did. And Alexios knows where the third is. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna dive back in.
As your doctor, and as your friend, I insist that we stop this. We're not able to guarantee you're safe in there. The staff?
The staff makes me immortal, Vic. I'll be fine.
Layla, please.
Giddy up! Come on. Easy.
In this tomb, the heir of memories will see how life grows from a dead place.
Life growing from a tomb. If I hadn't seen the staff work, I wouldn't believe it.
The heir's task is to bring life where there was death, and your task dooms you to endure loss. Close your eyes and picture the face of one you will never see again. What would you tell them?
I would hold them and tell them to be strong, and that we will be together again.
Remember that answer, and the pain from which it comes.
You don't have to tell me, Alethea. I will always remember. I will always keep.
And now, will the heir of memories rise to face the tomb?
I suppose she will.
Altair 2, come in.
Altair 2 here.
The next stop is the Tomb of Orion. I'll show you how to get there when I get back. Altair 2, can you read me?
We hear you. Layla, there's something you need to know. The interference in the comms is coming from an outside source. If I didn't know any better, I'd say someone was listening in.
It must be related to the staff.
That's just it. I recognize the interference pattern. It isn't Isu. It almost reminds me of an erudito hacking algorithm.
I'd recognize a hack if I saw one. Besides, once I find the third symbol, it won't matter. If only I knew which order they go in.
You could try randomly guessing. There's not that many combinations.
There's no guarantee I get 2 chances at opening the seal. After this, we're going back to Atlantis, and I'll figure something out. This raider was poisoned.
We are approaching the final symbol. If the Keeper doesn't know the order of the symbols,
How do I
his
get up
sister
there?
will.
The final symbol. Another part of a constellation. They must fit together. Altair 2, can you read me?
Okay, Layla, think this through. Outside the tomb of Eteocles, Alethea said Deimos would show me what the Keeper can't. Phidias had answers Theras didn't and was killed for it.
The heir is wise.
Altair 2, come in, please.
Layla, that you? Did you find the symbol?
3 for 3. We need to head back to Atlantis. In the meantime, let's run the symbols I found against known constellations. Consider the research plan B.
What's plan A?
Alexios knew where the symbols were, but not the order they go in. Alethea thinks Deimos may hold that secret. We have her DNA.
What? Layla, are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm committed, and you should be too. When I get back to Atlantis, I'm getting this done whether you're on my side or not.
No, not little more. Yeah, there you are. Are you Brisson?
The name is Deimos.
No, I heard you're not real. You're not real!
Oh, I'm real. Here, let me show you.
Your heart rate's accelerated and your body temp is almost 98 degrees. What's happening?
Itira! Korgath! Metin! That's all I know! You have to believe me.
Maybe you'll talk if I break your other hand.
Get your shit together! Layla, you're not safe. We have to get you out of there.
No! Don't be afraid. We all die. But first...
Tell me what I want to know.
Itira! Korgath! Metin! Itira! Korgath! Metin! Itira! Korgath! Metin!
remote ending your session.
Itira, Gorgath, Meti.
Layla? Come in.
Vic, you had no right!
I had to pull you out. Diving into Themos' mind almost killed you.
The interloper. He is listening.
He?
Sigma, I'm opening fire.
Doc, fall back. Kiyoshi's been hit.
Altair 2, come in. Altair 2! Vic! Anyone! Can you hear me?
The Great Seal has waited long enough.
I can't. I've seen inside Deimos' mind. I can't contact the team. The Animus isn't safe.
The trials of the air are just beginning.
You're right. I can do this.
Yours is a role of strength and resilience. Now the air must call the name of the first symbol.
This symbol was the first I found, and the first name Sebefithias was Itira.
The air recalls. She heard the names of the symbols and their order. Now, call out the name of the second.
It was this symbol, and the second name Sebefithias was Korgath.
The air doesn't just experience memories, but holds them inside her. And now, the final symbol.
I remember! Phidias somehow unlocked the order of the symbols, even if he didn't realize it. It was Itira, Korgath, Metin.
Layla, can you hear us?
Vic! You're alive!
Sigma 4 soldiers stormed the ship. Kyoshi was shot, but I stopped the bleeding. He saved us.
It isn't the staff. Someone is intentionally remote hacking our signal. I encrypted a new frequency for us, just to be sure.
We need to go dark until we know it's safe.
Before we go, how are you?
It's good to hear your voices. Listen, I've unlocked the Great Seal. Atlantis is open.
Please, don't go in until we know we can keep a secure connection. I want this as much as you do, but we need to do it together.
I'm hearing you, Doctor. Atlantis has waited this long. It can wait a little longer. Until then, while I'm down here, I'm safe. Call me when Kyoshi's back on his feet.
He'll be glad to hear your voice. Until then, Altair 2 is going dark.
Anybody there? Victoria?
Layla? Oh, nice timing. Looks like I've been able to establish a secure connection with polymorphic code. Hacker-free. It's good to have you back.
How's Kyoshi?
You know him. Resilient as ever. He wouldn't want you worrying.
Sigma team. I can't believe those bastards found the Altair 2.
Turns out our signal was being corrupted by the Juhani Otzoberg himself. Guess he was bored of playing Black Cross and tracking down the Juno cult. I should have known some desperate hacker from Erudito would flip on us. Their fingerprints are all over this.
No way! Otso heard everything? If he tells the rest of the Templar Inner Sanctum what we're up to, we'll have every armed Abstergo goon on the planet after us.
If Berg hasn't found you yet, we're still a step ahead.
Then as long as I got you as backup, what are we waiting for? Let's see what this Great Seal is all about. Where's Victoria?
You'll see.
All right then. Here we go. This place is huge! Echo! These look like thrones of royalty. But who are the kings and queens?
Hello, Layla. Heir of memories. We finally found each other.
I guess rebels always find a way. It's nice to meet you in the flesh, Alethea. Or in the hologram?
It was only a matter of time until our realities crossed in one way or another. It seems as though we're not alone.
Victoria? What are you doing down here?
Layla, it was way too dangerous to let you do this alone. I wanted to keep an eye on things personally. Who's this?
This is Alethea, the voice from the staff I was talking about. Of the Isu, Victoria. Can you believe it?
I've had nothing but time to study the patterns of human speech, so I should sound less like a talking stick.
Are you sure we can trust her?
Don't worry. She's a friend. She wants to help us with the staff.
It was always known to me that the heir of memories would embark alongside the keeper Alexios. You weren't in the plans. Can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'm her doctor, and I need to be here to keep an eye on Layla's vitals.
She'll keep out of the way.
No matter. This journey is yours and Alexios's. You'll need to build up the strength to withstand the staff's corruption. As Alexios finds power to fuel both him and the staff, you too will feel that physical connection.
So you want Layla to go in there? I don't think so. Who knows what exposure to even more First Civ tech will do?
Not me, Victoria. I'll go into the Animus and experience it as Alexios. Right, Alethea?
Your journey starts at the same place the Keepers did. The Animus will show you his way through the simulations.
If you're sure, Layla, we'll have to be extra careful. I'll be here to monitor you with her. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wish me bonne chance.
Blood with those who came before and is connected to the Isu. The blood that is shared must also be offered, and the Great Seal will open for us.
If you say so.
Welcome, Keeper. You've entered the great throne room of Atlantis. What lies in this room are remnants of Isu tech I've adapted in order for you to begin your journey. I'm sure you have questions.
There's more I have to do.
Always, Keeper. When the staff belonged to Pythagoras, he used it selfishly for knowledge. He was weak where you aren't. You will endure lifetimes until the heir of memories takes this burden. The only way to carry the staff's weight is to find the strength to wield it. You'll find that strength in Elysium. The underworld awaits, Keeper.
What? I'm alive. If I'm alive, how can I come back from the underworld?
These portals are simulations. They were made by me for you. In Elysium, you'll find power sources known as Keeper's Insights. This will affect both the Keeper and the Heir of memories. Moving forward in the underworld will be essential to finding all the sources of power.
You're asking for blind trust, Alethea.
You pledged yourself to me and our common cause, Keeper. Never forget that I'm on your side. I won't let the ones that came before control your fate. Find the strength within you and show the staff your worth. Approach the first portal when you're ready.
No going back now. I have... Alethea needs to work on that landing.
You don't belong here.
Oh, shit.
form is dead! Burning! God help me!
No one stands up to Persephone's guards, let alone best them in battle.
Tell me your name, or you're next.
I'm Hermes. As you're holding my proudest creation, that means you're a descendant of Pythagoras. I know just why you're here. You need to harness its power. Now, your name.
The staff calls me Keeper, but you can call me Alexios. What is this place?
Keeper, a great name with a great journey ahead of you. This is the paradise of Elysium, presided over by the mighty Persephone herself. Elysium was a gift from her husband, Hades. This beautiful realm she crafted in her image is the only joy she gets from the underworld. She's his prisoner. But she's come into her role as queen with much aplomb.
Elysium, the resting place of heroes. When I was a boy, I'd dream of seeing it with my own eyes. Then, why would Persephone attack me?
Most rulers don't take the sudden invasion of a lone outsider lightly. Speaking of which, the appearance of a living human is quite unexpected.
I'm supposed to go through trials and eventually leave this place. There was a great seal and the staff talks. It's all very complicated.
Allow me to explain. The staff is a gift, not a toy. It can be a key, a weapon, and a way to attain power until the very end of time. Here, you'll find the means to control it before it controls you. After that, there is a gate that leads out of Elysium, but the only way to it is through Persephone, and she'd never allow that.
I need to get to that gate.
Try talking to her. Who knows? Maybe she'll convince you to stay. Or you could find Nekati, Persephone's top advisor and closest friend. Or you could prove yourself.
Prove myself how?
Persephone sent guards because she's concerned. There are reports of lawlessness in Defcalion's heritage south of here. Why am I telling you all this? You said it yourself. It's very complicated. Elysium may look like paradise, but we all have our secrets.
What can you tell me about my staff? I need to learn how to use it.
Find my energy sources, the perceptions of Hermes, across Elysium to imbue both you and the staff with power. Only then are you ready to move onward. You can't wield the staff without them. Are you certain there's nothing else you'd like to know?
I'm thinking I go straight to Persephone.
Not so fast. Give her some time to cool down. When you introduce yourself, you'll find her in her majestic acropolis, perched high above the asphodel fields.
I could talk to Ekati.
You could, though she prefers to keep to herself. The dwellers of Pherea's retreat, which is to the east, might know of her whereabouts. I'd ask them.
Maybe I should investigate Defcalion's heritage.
Persephone responds best to action. We need to smother them immediately if there's a whiff of trouble against her.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've never had anyone ask about me before. I work west of here. It's a modest workshop. But all great things appear modest at first, don't they?
Chiede.
When you've sorted your affairs with Persephone, come see me in Minos' faith. I look forward to hearing about your progress.
I will.
I almost forgot. I've invented just the thing for you flightless humans in Elysium. The wings of Hermes. Go, enjoy them.